Life is not some kind of waiting room where opportunities just show up when you're ready. You can't sit around waiting for your big break, hoping someone will hand it to you. If you want something, if you truly want it, you have to go out there and make it happen. Don't wait for the opportunity. Create it. Too many people sit around thinking they'll start that business, apply for that job, or work on that passion when the time is right. But here's the reality, the perfect moment you're waiting for. It doesn't exist. Conditions may never line up exactly as you imagine. Life is unpredictable. And if you wait for the stars to align, you could be sitting around for years watching other people go after what you want. Waiting for everything to be just right is like waiting for rain in a drought. You've got to go out and make your rain. Each day you hold back, you're wasting precious time and energy that could be spent moving forward. Time doesn't stop just because you're not ready. It keeps rolling, and every moment you hesitate is an opportunity missed. While you're waiting for things to feel perfect, there's someone else out there taking chances, making moves, and getting closer to their goals. They're not waiting, they're creating the right moment. And they're going to reach that goal before you if you don't get up and start moving. Even when things aren't perfect, progress is what counts. You don't need everything to be set in stone. You don't need to have every single detail planned out. What you need is a willingness to take that first step, even when things feel messy or uncertain. Start where you are with whatever you have and figure out the rest along the way. It's okay if it's not perfect. Life is messy and success doesn't follow a straight line. So stop focusing on perfection, because perfection doesn't move you forward, action does. You have to keep pushing yourself, keep striving, and keep reaching. Don't worry about how polished it looks or if it's the right time. Focus on getting started. The minute you let go of this idea of perfect timing, you start opening up to more opportunities. You're putting yourself out there, and that's when things start to change. Perfect timing is nothing more than an excuse to procrastinate. It's a way to delay doing the hard work and taking risk. You can sit and wait, or you can get started today, right now, with what you have. And when you do, you'll find that the timing feels more perfect than you ever imagined, simply because you're finally moving. Take control, take action, and make that first move. The life you want isn't going to fall into your lap. You have to go after it with everything you've got. Nobody is going to hand you your dreams, and no one's going to live your life for you. It's time to take charge, to realize that you're the one steering this ship. Stop waiting for someone to come along and permit you to go after what you want. This is your life. It's up to you to make it count. Taking charge means owning up to your choices and being accountable for them. If something's not working in your life, ask yourself what you can do to change it. Don't blame your circumstances, your background, or other people for what you lack. Take an honest look at what you're doing or not doing and start making changes. You are the only one with the power to change your life. Don't give that power away by waiting for someone else to fix things for you. Every day you hesitate, every day you wait for a push from someone else and you're letting opportunities slip by. Taking charge means saying, I'm responsible for my life and my success. It's about realizing that you are fully capable of creating your opportunities no matter where you're starting from. You might not have the resources, but you have the drive. Tap into that drive and start making moves. It might be uncomfortable, but that's part of growth. This life is yours to shape, so start building the life you want. Don't let other people's opinions hold you back. Don't wait for approval or encouragement from others. Take ownership of your dreams. People may not understand your journey, and that's okay. This isn't about them. This is about you and what you want for your life. When you decide to take charge, you're giving yourself the freedom to follow your path. Start acting like the driver, not the passenger. The sooner you realize you're in control, the sooner you can make the changes you need. You have the power to start right now, this very moment. Take ownership, take action, and stop waiting for things to happen. Don't make them happen. When you're on a journey towards success, it's essential to have a plan. Planning helps you set goals, measure progress, and stay motivated. But life doesn't always go according to plan, and you have to be ready to pivot when things don't work out as expected. Success isn't always a straight line sometimes. The detours are where the real magic happens. If you're too rigid, you might miss out on opportunities that don't fit your original vision but could take you somewhere incredible. Flexibility is just as crucial as planning. You can have the most detailed roadmap in the world, but if you're not willing to adapt when the road takes a sudden turn, you'll get stuck. Think of your plan as a framework, a foundation. It gives you a direction, but it doesn't dictate every single step. Life will throw curveballs, and your ability to pivot will determine whether you keep moving or stall out. When things don't go as planned, don't see it as a failure. Look for the opportunity within the setback. Sometimes what feels like a roadblock is pointing you toward a better path. Be willing to explore different routes. Be open to the idea that the destination may change as you grow and as your vision evolves. Keep your eyes open for new doors that may open along the way. Being adaptable means you're not afraid to try new things. You're not afraid to shift gears when it feels right. This willingness to pivot can create opportunities you never even imagined. Don't cling to the plan so tightly that you miss the chance to take a different route. Trust that each twist and turn is teaching you something valuable and leading you closer to the opportunities you've been working toward. Every successful person knows that flexibility is key. You might have one goal in mind, but life may have an even bigger goal waiting for you. Stick to your path, but don't be afraid to adjust your course. Sometimes that unexpected turn is exactly what you need to reach a level of success you hadn't even dreamed of. Your comfort zone is a dangerous place if you're serious about success. Growth doesn't happen when you play it safe. It happens when you push yourself beyond what's comfortable. Staying in your comfort zone is like standing still while life moves on. Real opportunities are out there, but you won't find them by staying where you feel safe. You've got to step out and take some risks if you want to see any real progress. Think of every time you've tried something new, something that made you uncomfortable. Maybe it was applying for a new position, moving to a new place, or starting a new skill. In those moments, you learn more about yourself and grew in ways you couldn't have inside your comfort zone. Every step outside of comfort is a step toward greater confidence and resilience. The more you push yourself, the more capable you become. Taking risks isn't easy, but it's necessary. There's always going to be a little fear when you're doing something new, but that's a good sign. Fear means you're stepping into something bigger than yourself. The more you embrace discomfort, the less it scares you, and the more you realize how many opportunities are waiting just outside that comfort zone. Networking is more than just collecting contacts. It's about building relationships that can help you grow. It's not about what people can do for you, but about how you can connect, learn, and share with others. When you approach networking with a purpose, it becomes a mutual exchange. Building meaningful relationships opens doors in ways you might never expect, but you need to go into it with the right intentions. Don't just look to give, learn, and grow together. Every conversation you have can be a gateway to something new if you approach it with openness and curiosity. When you connect with people, focus on learning about their stories, their journeys, and their goals. People appreciate when you show a genuine interest, and this builds trust. By giving your time, your attention, and your respect, you'll find people are far more willing to invest back in you. Those connections can become valuable resources, mentors, or even friends who can support your growth. Purposeful networking is about finding people who align with your vision and values. It's easy to meet people who seem successful, but it's far more valuable to build relationships with those who inspire and challenge you to be better. Look for people who will push you, who will share knowledge, and who are also striving for greatness. When you surround yourself with driven, passionate individuals, you're naturally pulled toward bigger and better opportunities. Remember, networking isn't just about what others can give you, but about what you can give in return. Offer value wherever you can. Share your insights, your experiences, and your skills. When people see that you're generous and helpful, they're more likely to keep you in mind for future opportunities. Your network should be a place of mutual benefit where you both help each other grow. Stay consistent in maintaining these relationships. Don't just connect once and forget. Follow up, stay in touch, and be there when they need you, even if it's just a message of encouragement. Networking with purpose requires commitment and genuine care. When you invest time in others, they'll invest in you too. And that's how you create lasting opportunities through the people you meet. Opportunities may come, but if you don't have the skills to meet them, they'll slip right through your fingers. Talent can get you noticed, but still keeps you in the game. It's up to you to keep learning, to keep growing, and to never settle for what you already know. The world is always changing, and the most successful people adapt by continually improving themselves. Build your skill set every day, because that's how you prepare yourself to seize every chance that comes your way. Skill building doesn't have to be monumental. Small, consistent improvements make a huge difference over time. Spend a little time every day learning something new, honing a skill, or challenging yourself in a new way. Each small step adds up, and before you know it, you're far ahead of where you started. Skills compound over time, creating more and more value as you go. Keep your mind open to new ways to grow. The more skills you have, the more adaptable you become. You're not limited to one field, one opportunity, or one path. When you're skilled in multiple areas, you can pivot, shift, and take on new challenges without hesitation. You become flexible and resilient, able to handle whatever life throws at you. Being highly skilled makes you more attractive to potential employers, clients, and partners, creating opportunities you might not even see coming. Investing in your skills is investing in your future. Take classes, read books, find mentors, but practice consistently. Whether it's soft skills like communication or technical abilities specific to your field, every bit of knowledge you gain is a building block for future success. When you're constantly learning, you're constantly growing. And when you're constantly growing, you're positioning yourself to attract and create opportunities. Don't limit yourself to the skills you think you need right now. Explore new areas, broaden knowledge, and stay curious. Every skill you acquire has the potential to open a new door. Keep building, keep learning, and keep growing. Skills are the currency of opportunity, and when you have enough of them, you're ready for anything. Failure is inevitable on the path to success. No one makes it without hitting a few roadblocks along the way. But here's the truth: failure isn't the end. It's a lesson, a stepping stone, a part of the process. You can let failure break you, or you can let it build you. When you embrace failure as fuel, you turn setbacks into opportunities for growth, learning, and improvement. Every failure is preparing you for your future success. The first thing you need to do is shift your perspective on failure. Instead of seeing it as a dead end, see it as feedback. Failure is simply showing you what didn't work so you can adjust and try again. It's a learning tool, a teacher. If you're willing to learn from it, failure can be one of your greatest assets. Each mistake brings you closer to finding the right path and making smarter decisions. Remember, failure is temporary, but the lessons you learn from it are lasting. When you make a mistake, analyze it. What went wrong? What can you do differently next time? When you approach failure with a mindset of growth, it becomes a powerful tool. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It means you're in the process of becoming better. Embracing failure as fuel is about resilience, perseverance, and the courage to keep going despite setbacks. People who succeed aren't those who avoid failure, but those who keep going no matter how many times they fall. They learn to use failure as motivation to work even harder. Each setback builds strength and character, making you tougher, wiser, and more prepared. You're not going to achieve your dreams without a few scars along the way. Let failure toughen you up and teach you what you need to know to keep going. The more comfortable you get with failure, the less power it has over you. It becomes a part of your journey, not a reason to give up. Embrace each failure as a necessary part of growth, and soon failure will start to feel like progress. You'll be less afraid to take risks, to push harder, and to go after even bigger opportunities. Failure fuels growth, and growth fuels success. There's power in speaking your dreams out loud. When you verbalize what you want, it becomes more real. It's no longer just a thought in your head. It's a goal you've set for yourself. Speaking your dreams into existence is about creating accountability and giving yourself the motivation to work toward them. Say it out loud, believe in it, and then go after it with everything of it. Your words have power, so use them to bring your dreams to life. When you speak about your dreams, you're setting your intentions. You're telling yourself and the world what you're aiming for. It's a way of aligning your actions with your goals, creating a vision that drives you forward. Speaking your dreams into existence isn't just about saying what you want. It's about creating a mindset that makes you work toward it every day. It's about reinforcing your belief in yourself and in what you're capable of achieving. The more you talk about your dreams, the more real they become. You start to feel the weight of those words, and it motivates you to act. Tell people what you're working toward. Let them know what you're striving for. When you speak with conviction, people around you start to believe in you too. And sometimes those people will offer help, advice, or opportunities because they see the passion and purpose in what you're saying. Speaking your dreams also creates a level of accountability. When you put it out there, you're committing to something bigger than just a thought in your head. You're making a promise to yourself to follow through. You'll find yourself more driven to take action because now it's out there. And you don't want to let yourself down. Every time you talk about your goals, you're pushing yourself to take another step toward them. Dreams start in the mind, but they come to life through words and actions. Don't keep them hidden. Share them, believe in them, and let them drive you. Speaking your dreams is the first step in making them a reality. You're giving life to something that might have stayed silent. And in doing so, you're opening up opportunities that you might not have seen otherwise. Fear is a natural part of pursuing something great. But if you let it control you, you'll never reach your potential. Fear is only as powerful as you allow it to be. It's there to protect you, but often it holds you back from what you're truly capable of. Success requires courage, and courage is about moving forward even when you're afraid. Don't let fear be the reason you don't chase your dreams. Acknowledge it, face it, and then push past it. The only way to overcome fear is to confront it. Avoiding it only makes it stronger, but facing it makes you stronger. Every time you push through fear, you're training yourself to be braver. Fear shrinks in the face of action, so take small steps if you have to, but keep moving forward. Each time you face a fear, you're building resilience, and that resilience will carry you towards success. Fear can't stop you unless you let it. It's an emotion, not a reality. The things we're afraid of often aren't as bad as we imagine. When you look fear in the eye and keep going, you realize it doesn't have as much power as you thought. You can learn to control your fear, to channel it into energy, and to use it to your advantage. Instead of running from fear, let it fuel you. When you let fear control you, you give up your power. You let something outside of you dictate what you can or can't do. Taking back that power means deciding that fear isn't in charge. You are. Start small if you need to, but don't let fear win. It's okay to be afraid. It's not okay to let that fear stop you. Success requires you to take risks, to step into the unknown, and to do things that scare you. Facing fear is a skill you build over time. Each time you confront it, you become more resilient, more confident, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. Fear is just an obstacle, and like any obstacle, it can be overcome. Don't let fear hold you back from opportunities. Acknowledge it, face it, and then move forward anyway. Fear can only control you if you let it, so choose courage instead. Hard work is essential, but it's consistency that sets you apart. Talent and luck may open doors, but it's the person who shows up every day, rain or shine, who achieves success. Consistency is what builds trust, confidence, and results over time. Showing up daily and putting in the effort even when it's hard, even when no one is watching, is what creates real lasting progress. Hard work alone isn't enough. It has to be consistent. Consistency means doing the work even on days when you don't feel like it. It's easy to be motivated when doing well, but true success comes from pushing through when things are tough. Success isn't about occasional bursts of effort. It's about steady, focused action over time. Every day that you show up and put in the work, you're building momentum. You're getting closer to your goals, even if it doesn't feel like it. When you're consistent, people start to take notice. They see that you're serious, that you're reliable, and that you're committed. Consistency builds trust, and trust opens doors. Whether it's clients or mentors, people want to work with those who show up consistently. It shows you're dedicated, and dedication attracts opportunities. Over time, your hard work compounds, and you'll see results that go far beyond your initial efforts. It's not just about doing the work, but doing it with purpose and focus. Consistency doesn't mean repeating the same things mindlessly. It means continuously improving, learning from mistakes, and striving for excellence. Each day is a chance to get better, to refine your skills, and to push yourself a little further. Consistent improvement over time creates mastery, and mastery creates opportunities. Consistency builds resilience. When you show up day after day, you're training yourself to stay focused no matter what obstacles come your way. You're building a foundation that can withstand setbacks, failures, and challenges. Every day you're consistent, you're proving to yourself that you're capable of seeing things through. Consistency isn't glamorous, but it's what turns dreams into reality. One of the hardest things about creating opportunities is understanding that success takes time. Patience is not about waiting around. It's about trusting the journey. It's about knowing that every step you take is leading you toward your goal, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Sometimes the process feels slow and it's easy to get discouraged, but trust that every small action is building a solid foundation for your future success. Stay patient, stay persistent, and trust that the time you're putting in is worth it. The road to success isn't a straight line. There will be twists, turns, and detours along the way. There will be days when it feels like nothing is happening, and you'll wonder if you're doing enough. But that's when you need to remind yourself that success doesn't always come quickly. Sometimes the best things take time. It's in the slow, steady progress that you build the resilience and wisdom needed to succeed. Trust that the seeds you're planting today will eventually grow into something incredible. Patience also means understanding that Setbacks are part of the process. It's easy to get frustrated when things don't go as planned, but those setbacks often carry the lessons you need to succeed in the future. Don't let temporary failures make you think that your efforts are in vain. Instead, see them as opportunities to learn and improve. Remember that the road to your dreams is not always smooth, but with patience, perseverance, and a commitment to the process, you will get there. Trusting the process also means focusing on what you can control. There will be things that happen beyond your influence, but how you respond is always up to you. Stay focused on the actions you can take, the effort you can give, and the mindset you can maintain. When you trust the process, you're not just waiting for things to happen. You're doing your part to make them happen. Stay consistent, stay committed, and trust that your work will pay off in the end. Patience is about self-belief. Trust that you have what it takes to make your dreams a reality. There will be moments of doubt, but when you trust the process and continue moving forward, you reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. Keep working hard, stay focused, and know that your efforts will eventually lead you to the opportunities and success you've been striving for. Here's the truth: opportunities aren't just waiting to be handed to you. They're created by those who take charge, put in the work, and refuse to give up. You have the power to shape your future. You've got to go out there and make things happen. Don't wait for a lucky break. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create your opportunities by building your skills, facing your fears, speaking your dreams into existence, and staying consistent in everything you do. The world doesn't owe you anything, but it does reward those who are willing to work for it, who are willing to show up, and who believe that they can make their dreams real. If you're committed to creating opportunities instead of waiting for them, you'll be amazed at how far you can go. It's all about taking action, learning from your mistakes, and staying persistent. The opportunities you seek, they're already within your reach. You just have to create them. So go out there and make it happen. Don't sit back. Don't wait. It's your time. Take control of your life and create the opportunities that are going to take you where you want to go. The power is in your hands. Now, let's make something great happen.